Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another one of our bi-weekly guided meditations and Dharma talks here with the Blue Lotus Meditation and Mindfulness Center. Beautiful Brainerd, Minnesota. And I thank you very much for spending some of your time with us this evening. Today is October 18th, mid-October, about 6 weeks, or I can't add right now, 2.5 months, right? 2.5 months left of the year. So that's really wonderful, right? Almost done 2021, 2022. It's peeking its nose right around the corner, or peeking its eyes, maybe just looking around that corner and getting ready to start. A lot of exciting times getting ready to happen. A lot of positive times, right? Positive times just waiting for us around the corner. So look at that, right? Halfway through October, Halloween is almost here, right? Trick-or-treating and all the fun things for the kids here. And if you're watching us from the US, one of our holidays is coming around the corner that all the children love, right? Halloween. I know I certainly did and still do, right? So it's a little after 6:01 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone. And what we are going to do is continue from our previous Dharma talk on the Noble Eightfold Path. And if we recall, the fourth noble truth, right, talked about the way, right, or the path, right, that the Buddha has given us. We have already talked about the first four 2 weeks ago. You're welcome to just watch that video. It's already uploaded on our page. Feel free to just go ahead and peruse through that. But quick overview of what we were talking about. Ones we'll be talking about tonight, I should say, right concentration, right view, and right resolve. But before we get on to that, why don't we go ahead and relax and get ourselves into that nice, comfortable position for our guided meditation. And we'll be doing like a concept focus and empowering guided meditation, one that's designed for you to empower and to bolster your well-being. All right, go ahead, close your eyes and get in that nice, comfortable position, whether it's laying down or seated, whatever works best for you. Right, that's what this is all about. What works best for you. You can go ahead and close your eyes if you choose. Some people like to keep them halfway open, or just open just a little bit. That's perfectly fine. But that soft gaze, maybe just right in front of you. Or if you're laying down, maybe looking at the ceiling or something on the ceiling that you may be looking at. That's fine. And take a deep inhale. And pause. And slowly exhale through your nose. Feel that warm air just going through your nose, exhaling. Another deep breath in through your nostrils. And feel that cool air going through your nose. As it hits the back of your sinuses, feel that. Pause. And slowly exhale again through your nostrils. If you're sitting up, go ahead and straighten up. Ease the tension in your shoulders. Let them relax. Let them relax, and any tension just melt away with each breath as you develop your own or fall into your own rhythmic breathing at this point. What I would like for you to visualize is you're walking in a forest. It's the most beautiful forest you've ever seen, you've ever been in. It could be one that you have visited, one that you've always wanted to visit, just something totally in your imagination. There's no wrong setting in this wonderful forest. It's yours. It's your forest. You can look around and you can see all the different types of trees growing around you. You can smell the fresh air. That pine foresty smell, maybe that comes to mind, or maybe you've been in a tropical forest and you can smell the tropical forest as well, maybe in Hawaii or something. Whatever comes to your senses is perfectly fine. You can notice the bark on the trees and hear birds in the background. Maybe little animals scurrying along. You go ahead and start walking forward, right? Taking just casual steps forward in no particular direction. Maybe there's a little trail, maybe not. It's up to you. Hear the leaves crunching beneath your feet. And smell the fresh air. You can look up into the canopy and you can see that it's a clear blue, sunshiny day as you walk in this beautiful, perfect forest. As you begin to walk, you notice a discolored stone along your way. It sticks out. Maybe it's red, or maybe it's yellow, or blue. Any particular color that just stands out against the background of the lush, rich forest floor. And you walk over towards that particular stone. It's maybe about the size of your fist or so, maybe a little bit bigger. And you examine this stone. You roll it around in your hands and looking at the color and the texture and the mass of it, if it's heavy or if it's light. But on the opposite end, on the other end of that stone, you notice a word carved in to that stone. Gratitude. How peculiar that is, to find gratitude written on a stone in the middle of this forest, your perfect forest. You take this stone and you put it in this little bag that you have with you, and you continue along your way, gently walking, being observant of all that's going on around you, sights and smells, the temperature maybe. Not too far off into the distance again, you see another stone sticks out. Maybe it's the same color, maybe it's not. But you walk over to it because it piques your eye, piques your interests. You just casually walk over. It's not going anywhere. It's a stone. And you pick up this stone, and again, you start looking at it, observing its qualities. It can be any color you like, any texture you like. You're just aware of this texture and the color, and again, the mass, the weight, how heavy it is, maybe. You look at the other side of the stone. It says compassion. Compassion is carved in to that stone as well. How interesting that is. You find a stone, two of them now, right? In this beautiful forest. This one with compassion written on it. You take the stone and you put it in your little satchel that you have with you, and you continue along your journey. You're walking. Just mindfully aware of all the beauty around you. Off in the distance, you find another stone. Again, it piques your interest. Looks like it sticks out again, A vivid color, very vivid color for this forest. And you walk on over casually again and pick up the stone and look at its attributes as well. And on the back of this stone is written empathy. Empathy is written on this stone. How amazing that is. 3 stones now. 3 stones in this forest. This perfect forest. And you put it in your satchel as well, and you continue along your way. And you come up to this clearing in this forest where you've got this unobstructed view of all around you. You can see the sky, and maybe there's a valley below, or maybe there's more forests, or maybe there's a river, whatever you see. You see a big rock, big boulder in the way, off in the distance a little bit, and you make your way over towards this boulder in the clearing. It's a big boulder, big, unremarkable, not like the other stones, big and gray maybe, or maybe a little granite pink. Doesn't matter. But you walk over to it, and on the other side of this boulder is written connection. The word connection is carved into this big boulder. So you decide to sit on this boulder and think about the connection between those 3 stones. What do they mean? How do they relate to you? How are you connected to empathy and gratitude, compassion? Maybe you think of someone who is empathetic to you. Or maybe you think that you can work on gratitude towards others and their positive influences on your life. Maybe you want to work on compassion as well. You're already compassionate. Maybe it's something that you just maybe want to develop a little bit more. Go ahead and begin to open your eyes as you bring yourself back into awareness to where we are. And so go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and pause. Slowly exhale. Maybe look around and reorientate yourself to your surroundings and notice that smile that's probably on your face as you begin to bring yourself back into awareness to where you are, your surroundings. Wonderful. Connection is so important to how we interact with others and ourselves. Are we connected with ourselves? So important. It's really one of my favorite meditations, just realizing where I am in the world, where I would like to be, and how I can positively help others in some way. And so that kind of segues us into tonight's Dharma talk as well, concluding with the Noble Eightfold Path. So remember, there were 8 steps. I was going to show 3. There's 8 steps. That's 9. There we go. There's 8 fingers. 8 steps, right, on this Noble Eightfold Path, right? Right view, right resolve, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. And remember, there are 3 divisions. Maybe that's why I was holding up 3, right? There's 3 divisions for those, for each one of those 8 steps. So what dealt with ethics, what we dealt with last week, right? Right action, or 2 weeks ago, right action, right speech, and right livelihood, right? Those fall under the ethics umbrella for the Eightfold Path. And then the second one is mental discipline, right meditation, right? That's right mindfulness, right effort, and right concentration. So we'll be working with right concentration this evening, as well as, and then the third part is the right wisdom. Okay, right wisdom, right view, and right resolve. So a right view it's an understanding of how reality and suffering are intertwined. It is, in essence, understanding the Four Noble Truths. Right? That's the right view, that there is suffering in the world. The cause of suffering is our own desires. And the way out of suffering is through these 8 steps that the Buddha has presented and unfolded to us. And then right aspiration is, right resolve is the aspiration to act with correct intention, doing no harm. And that's really important. So doing no harm, well, we can start off with intention first, right? When something happens to us, right? Maybe we've had a good day, a bad day. We will have a response, right? Depending on that situation, what it is. But what is our intention when we have those responses before we do an action, right? And doing no harm, right? That is certainly physically, right? We physically do not want to harm ourselves or another. Right? Don't want to harm anyone. And so sometimes we may find we may be quick on the draw, quick on that comeback. If someone says something to us or does something to us. And it kind of reminds me of that one Seinfeld episode, right? Where George Costanza with the shrimp, right? If you remember that episode, if you were a Seinfeld fan, that wasn't right resolve, right? He did not have the correct intention for a comeback, right? He wanted to inflict. Really, it's some kind of an emotional abuse, right? To try to show the one-upper, right? How unnecessary that is. Let it go. So right resolve. The aspiration to live and act with correct intention and doing no harm towards other beings. How important that is. And then we have right concentration, right? And that is practicing that skillful meditation informed by all of these other preceding 7 aspects, right? Right concentration. And so the meditation that we embark on to better our well-being, right? It's not necessarily a right or wrong way, but our intention, right? See, these all intertwine. Right speech, right view, right action, right resolve, and so forth. They all intertwine, right, into the right concentration, the right resolve, and right concentration. So our meditation is benefiting us as well as benefiting others. So these are the 8 steps, right? Well, the 4 Noble Truths and then the Noble Eightfold Path. This is the way to the liberation, right? To liberation that the Buddha has shown us. Dealing with ethics, right? Again, right action, right speech, right livelihood, and then the mental aspect, right? Mental discipline and meditation, right? Right mindfulness, right effort, right concentration, and then wisdom, right? Right view and right resolve. They're not, I mentioned this previously, they're not complete step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Again, they're intertwined. They're intertwined, and we may find ourselves stumbling, making a mistake in judgment from time to time, and that's okay. Right? We learn from our mistakes. Right? And so, right, mindfulness, if we make a judgment error, right? We do make a judgment error, then the right mindfulness is, hey, it's not only just right mindfulness, right? Oh, I made a judgment error, but it's also right view, right, or right resolve, and right action, right? That's an action. Action isn't always just something that There's a physical movement. It can be inside us as well. So they're not just 8 sequential laundry list steps to follow. And so, in winding up our time together this wonderful October evening, right? Just want to mention that, we do have these wonderful new Sanghas available for all members of our communities. Anyone, right? We've got for teenagers. It's very difficult with social media and all kinds of activities and negativity going on these days. So teens need a safe place. So we offer a teen Sangha for veterans as well. It's a Sangha that meets for veterans and their own special concerns and observations. A healing Sangha for trauma survivors. Right? A lot of things can be considered trauma. It doesn't have to be, it's whatever you choose your trauma to be. You define trauma, but don't think it, I don't want you to come up, have the notion that it has to be something grandiose, right? It could be, maybe you're bullied at work or at school, and that's trauma too. And so you're more than welcome to join us for healing Sanghas and LGBTQT plus Sanghas, right? Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. You can join anyone that you want. Beginning in January, the first week of January, the first Monday in January, January 3rd, I believe, our new session of Resiliency Plus will begin. It's a 6-week online. Well, it's a live course. It's a synchronous course. Resiliency is the ability to bounce back from challenging events, but it doesn't mean you're thriving, right? So this will help you thrive, not just survive, but thrive from those life events. Also, there's a link in our description below for the Amazon Smile program. So, we are a nonprofit, and you don't have to donate to us directly if you like. That's perfectly fine. But if you use the Amazon Smile program, most people do shop on Amazon, and register with us, or register with Amazon. And you could select us as your charity, and any purchases that you make, Amazon donates a little bit of that percentage. Doesn't cost you more, doesn't cost you less either, right? It's a free account, I guess. I don't know. Free effort, free program that you can join. And then again, if you do find these videos and our times together helpful and positive and uplifting, I do ask that go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. Right? It's how we can grow and help others like we help you. And with that, my friends, we'll close out this wonderful, beautiful evening that we have shared this time together. And I hope you've find the peace and ease that you're looking for. And I do wish you all peace and ease for the remainder of your evening. And let me know if you need anything in the meantime. Our contact information is below, and that's why we're here. Take care, my friends.